morning. I am doing a video about my January and February decks. I realized I did not do a video. I meant to do a video at the beginning of the month telling people what decks I'm working with, but I realized I hadn't for January and February. So I thought I would go through them and let you know what I think of the ones I worked with in January and the ones I'm working with this month. So back in January, the tarot I was using is the Hermetic Tarot. It's by it's a US game system one, so it just comes with like the tiny little white book that really isn't worth anything. And it's based on the esoteric working of the Secret Order of the Golden Dawn. It is very thothy. If you're following me on Instagram, I was posting one of these just about every day. It is a black and white deck, which is what attracted me because that's pretty cool. So it's got the Rosicrucian symbol there, the flower, and then the pictures are quite thothy, and they're also kind of weird, especially the people and their faces. Let's get it to focus. Yeah, there's just like these very odd drawings, and at first I was like a little weirded out by them, but then I got to actually really kind of like it. And I'm glad I got this deck. I almost put it in like a trade pile. Now I'm glad I didn't. Like, look at that fat little devil thing in the corner. Like, it's just an odd, weird deck. I feel like there's so much going on in this deck, in these pictures. So much symbolism. So it's a actually really fun deck to work with. I thought it would be like a really dark deck, but it actually turned out to be quite a fun deck to work with. So if you're into thothy type decks, or you just want something a little bit different, or you like the black and white aesthetic, I would recommend this. The book that comes with it isn't worth anything, and you probably want a bag because it's just like your flimsy kind of box, but I've been just trying to keep it in there. I do like the red with the black and white, like design wise on the box. I think that's pretty cool. So that was the deck I was working with for January. And then for Oracle decks in January, I was working with the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So I really love this deck. This is a Lana Fairchild deck. It's a very healing deck. And the Hermetic Tarot I felt was like a very masculine tarot deck. And this is a very feminine Oracle deck. But it's not a soft feminine. It is a very strong, in-your-face feminine. And so it really paired itself well, I thought, with the Hermetic Tarot. So this is the back. So you got your Maiden Mother Crone, and also the colors too kind of were a nice juxtaposition with the black and white. So these very striking sort of images and very healing. So I was working with that as my oracle. And then I always have like another oracle deck that I work with, like a deity deck I call it, like it's an angel deck or a goddess deck or a god deck. But for that I was working with the Goddess Oracle. This is probably the oldest oracle deck that I have. Yeah, that's the back there. This is a first edition printing. The newer ones now have kind of more of a purpley back, and it looks slightly different, I think. But yeah. So again, it's like goddess energy, but very strong goddess energy, because I always feel like January is a very like kind of strong month. It sets a tone for the year. So that's the Goddess Oracle there. This is a very powerful deck to work with, I find. And then for February, the oracle deck I'm working with is the Dreams of Gaia. And this is not a traditional tarot. I do love this tarot though. I don't always like non-traditional tarot, and like if people kind of mess up the system. But I do like some of them, because if you do it well, if you break the rules well, it works. And she does. Raven Felon is an amazing artist, and her deck is just so well thought out. It's beautiful. It's like design-wise, it's amazing, and picture-wise. But then also this book, this is like a good chunky book that she's written as well, and it's like 300 pages long. She has like the keywords. There's a good chunk about it, even with the minor arcana. The major arcana, there's even more, and it's just a very healing, wonderful deck to work with, and I'm really glad that I got it. And for me, January to me is a very masculine month in some ways. It's like the beginning and end of things, whereas February I see is a bit more of a feminine month, but still very strong, very wild, very witchy, and I think this is a very witchy type tarot. And for the Oracle, I don't want to drop things here, to go with that witchy type vibe is the Gospel of Aradia, which I am really enjoying. It is a smaller deck because it's only, I think, 36 cards, but it's a beautiful deck. And again, it's feminine, but quite a strong feminine that's in it. So that's the one I've been working with there. And then for my deity deck, I've been working with the Crystal Mandala Oracle, also by Alana Fairchild. This deck is very interesting because it has angel cards, ascended master cards, and goddess cards, and they pair them all with a crystal. And it also has like healing things to do, like it gives you healing prayers and things like that. So I think it's a very soft, beautiful kind of deck. And these mandalas are just gorgeous. So I've really been enjoying working with this deck. There you go there. So if you like that kind of thing, this is, I think it's like a 67 card deck. It's got quite a bit in it. It's a good chunky deck if you like that kind of stuff. And then for Lenormand, I don't have a ton of Lenormand decks, but I thought for winter I would use the Maybe Lenormand, which is a black and white Lenormand. Well, almost black and white. There's like a little bit of color in it. That's it here. But what I actually find this is really useful for is for world events. For predicting world events or seeing what's going on politically. It has 52 cards in it, so it has your 36 traditional Lenormand, and then the other 16 are from they're cards that are typically found in other types of Romany decks. And so I assign different meanings to different cards, and it's been working pretty well for me. But it seems to be more like world events than personal. If you want me to do a video about that and how I've been doing that, let me know. But it's very cool. It's just very simple, kind of like line drawings. So yeah, there's a little bit of color with the red cards and stuff, but not tons of it. Sit there. I love the back. It's pretty gorgeous. So those are the decks I've been working with for January and February. Let me know what you think of these decks if you've been working with them. Let me know. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.